And welcome back to the second part of my JavaScript Tic Tac tutorial. So I'm going to now go back to my Notepad++, and right here let's start to work with the scripting itself. Okay, right underneath there we're going to start work, and let's close that script there. Now let's come down. Now the first thing I like to do is I'm going to, let's kind of like declare the following variables, because I'm going to need that. Let's just say equals nothing, and I'm going to declare another variable. I'll call that checker, and let's say checker equals letter X there. Now for my function, I'm going to call my function, I'm going to call it player move, and the player move is right here. Look at it on click. So I'm just going to call this player move, come right down here and paste it right there, and then call this variable inside the player move and enter a curly braces there. Now I will then use an if statement. If you like, you can call it conditional statement. I'm going to say if, open a bracket, btn dot value, and if btn dot value equals nothing, close that. So what I want the btn button to do is to have a look at whatever we have inside the checker. So come right down here, paste that there. Okay, so there, right. Let's enter a curly braces there. Let's paste that up here and close that. So that's my very first condition. So if there's nothing in here, whatever we have in here is then stored in here. Okay, that is fine. Now let's use another if statement. So this time around I'm going to say if checker itself equals X. So let's change the value of this checker to O, equals letter O, and close that off. We now use an else for our next condition. Else checker equals letter X. There we go. Right. So if I run this now, okay, I cannot just run it yet. Let's correct this. Yeah, save that again, and let's go straight to my browser and refresh the browser. There we go. We can just enter X and zeros, whatever in there. Reset, nothing can happen. There, let's go back. Alright, so the next thing is, let's now add some variables just to check on what we have inside or on each of those buttons. Okay, so I'm going to call the very first one, I'm going to call it B1. So I'm going to have up to 9 of those, B1. So let's say document dot get element ID, get element by ID, and that ID is the IDs that I have in there. I think I call it buttons with an S. Yeah, right up here. There we go, buttons with an S. Okay, I'm going to copy that and come right down here. Paste the ID there. That will be for button 1, and that should officially be inside the speech mark. Right, close that. Dot value there. That's the very first one. So what I'm going to now do is just copy this around. I need 9 of those, 8 more, and let's just change it around and just speed that up. Okay, those are all my variables for the buttons in place. I also need 2 more variables, so that is going to be for the text box. So let's say Q, and in this case I'm going to say, let's pass some value into it. Pairs. Yeah, I want it to be an integer. Alright, so that's going to be document dot get ID. I'm just going to grab all of this, paste that in there, and the ID is going to be player ID dot value. Now let's get the ID here. The first one is the player. Oh, there we go, right here. Copy that, and this is the second one. Yeah, and paste that in there. I'm going to copy that again, paste that there, and let's just change this to letter P, and this one is going to be player OID. Right, save. So let's use an if statement here. Let's say if B1, I'm talking to this very object there, if B1 equals that, and B2 equals exactly the same thing, and B3 is the same, copy, paste, change the number around there, close the bracket, come right down, and let's say document dot, okay, and what is the name of my form here? The form is Tic Tac 2. There we go. There, copy that. I'm gonna need that. Come right down. Okay, right underneath here, I'm gonna say document dot tic tac 2 dot btn1 dot style. So just to change the color, dot background color equals, the choice is yours, you can use whatever color you want, yellow. There, that's the very first winning condition. So once they win, I want to undo that. That's a mistake. If there's any winner, all of those change color. So this is 2 and 3. And the other thing that I want in there is, let's say Q equals Q plus 1, or you can say plus equals 1, and there we then say document dot tic tac 2 okay, document dot tic tac 2 dot txt player x dot value equals Q. There. Right, now let me add one more thing, a message box. alert, and let's just say player X1 the game there. Right, I'm gonna save that and close this off here. Right, that's my first condition. Make sure it's saved. Okay, that's my very first condition taken care of. I'm going to, let's run it. It's saved, so let's come in here and refresh. Yeah, it's still working. You know, let's make sure we get, all right, that's correct. Okay, that is fine. Refresh. Let's make sure we have X there. There we go. All right, that's the very first part of it working. So that's the condition for button 1, 2, and 3. So I'm just going to copy that. The next one is going to be for button 4. Paste that in there, scroll right down, and let's change this one to 4, 5, and 6, because that is the arrangement of the buttons. So this one has to be changed as well. 4, 5, and 6. Okay. And if you come in here, let's say we come in here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So the next condition is going to be 7, 8, 9. So let's copy again, paste. Now it's 7, 8, and 9. Now we'll repeat the same thing here, 7, 8, and 9. There we go. I want to save that. Okay, for us to know what is going on, I'm going to change the color, the button color once it wins. So let's say this one is going to be powdered blue, and just copy it around. And the next one is going to be cadet blue. Yeah. Cadet blue, and cadet blue. Right. Okay, I'm going to save that. Go back to my browser, refresh. Let's try to get a winner here. There we go. You see the blue color? That's the powdered blue. Refresh. This is not working yet, and let's try to get something here. There we go. That's cadet blue. That's fine. That's not working yet. Alright, that's good. I'm getting somewhere. So I'm just gonna copy and speed that up, guys. Okay, all of my conditions are now in place, and I've also taken care of the conditions for the letter O. Let's take it from the top here, from here. Okay, from the script. I'll bring it down, have a good look at it. Variables that are declared. Now the conditional statement starts from here and all the way down for each of the buttons, grouped in three sets. So that's for the X winning. That's for the X winner. Here we go. And the next one, and I've drawn a line here. This is for player O. Player O is exactly the same lines of codes anyway. There we go. Yeah. So everything is ready apart from the reset button. Yeah, that's fine. Save that. And now let's have a go at it at the browser. Refresh. Now let's try to get player O to win. There we go. There we have one there. Alright, so Let's see, refresh. Pair Owens again, that's good, but these two are not working, so let's take care of those. We'll come back in here, and here I'm going to create some functions for those ones. Okay, right underneath here I'm going to create a function. So now this is a new, undo that. Yeah, right underneath here, that's going to be a new function entirely. Function btn, I want to call that clear. There. And the first thing I want it to do is document dot tic tac toe dot get it aligned to the right, and I'm going to repeat the same thing for the other text box, align to the right. Now let's clear the buttons, so that's going to be document dot tic tac toe button 1. okay, and we just need to clear the value, so I'm going to copy all of these, come right down here. That's going to undo that. I meant to copy this, copy, paste it there, and this is going to be 1, and the value is going to be value equals nothing. There. So that's the very first one, so I'm just going to copy that and paste. Copy, paste, and paste there. And let's just change the numbers around. This is going to be 2, and so on. Okay, that's it done. Then the other thing is to be able to change the color. So I'm going to copy just one of these. I want to refresh the color back to the original color, so paste that in there. This is going to be document dot, and that will be button 1. okay, style, that will be style, style dot background color, background color equals nothing there. Okay, so let's just make that different. Right, I'm going to copy that now. I need 9 in total. Okay, so let's just change the numbers around. So that's 2, and so on. Okay guys, those are the reset function, and I've also added an alert just to say resets and start a new program and start a new game. Right, okay, now we need that of new game, so we need another function here, so I'm going to call that function new game. So I actually need this very function. Let's copy that. We don't need that function. Instead of writing it all, I'll just call that, and the name of my new function, copy this, paste this in there. Why I will change this to the name of my new function, that's going to be known as btn new game. There. Now I also need to get rid of 2 things. Okay, since I've copied this function, so that take care of all of this, so I just need 2 more things. There they are. Copy them. I just need to change the value, paste that in there, and that is going to be that value equals 0. Yeah, and change this one as well. There. Copy that, come right here, paste. I think I am done. Yeah, I think I'm done. I have a line right there. All I just needed is this. There we go, guys. That's it. So I'm going to save that, and let's go to my browser. There we go. Now let's refresh the whole lot, and let's see. Okay, we have 3 there, so reset there. Okay, there we go. Right, now start a new game afresh. Click OK. There we go. Look at that, it's working, guys. So let's start a new game now. There. And that is how you create your own tic-tac-toe, advanced tic-tac-toe using JavaScript. So with that, guys, I'm going to call it the end of this tutorial. I suppose you guys enjoyed. You all have a nice day now. Bye for now. And please do subscribe and join to be a member of my channel. Thank you and bye for now.